Thank you for attending my talk. And some people will say, well, Peter, we don't know you. Can you tell something about you? Can you tell your story and maybe why you can bring something to us of a value? Well, let me start in the second quarter of 2012. I started out my business in 2004, and over time I had the luck to build a business developing 3D solutions, virtuality solutions for trainings and so on. And the year 2000 promised to be a great year. I have 3 big new projects, I have 3 big new clients. My wife started her own restaurant in 2012. Money was not an issue, everything was growing great. We didn't have any problem with the financial crisis until the second quarter of 2012, when my 3 biggest clients in 3 months' time all told me the same story. Like, well, Peter, yeah, things going not so great, you know, financial crisis, euro crisis. We really need to stop all non-essential investments, so training was one of them. So we, gonna pause the projects now and so on. And in less than 3 months, I hear the same thing from 3 of my biggest clients. And the moment I heard the third one say that, it was really like they take the ground away below your feet, and then you realize, fuck, we have a problem. Because in 2011, we invested a lot of money into developing new technology so we could help our 3 biggest clients even better. But at that point, there was no problem. But the moment they all said, we're actually gonna stop the projects, then I realized, shit, what I gonna do? So I sat down with my wife, like, the restaurant was on itself, building up clientele, but before it was not a problem, but now it became a problem. Because, you just looked at the numbers, you know what your investments are costing you, you know what your life is costing you, and then you realize, if we don't find a solution within 3 to 6 months, that would mean we have to sell the house, we need to sell the restaurant, we need to sell everything we have. Because, where are we gonna get the money from? I had 7 people working for me, well, a lot of headaches, a lot of sleepless nights. So you try to find out what can be a solution, and you think, okay, maybe we can take a job, but a job would not cover the costs we had to bear it. So that was not a solution. So what's next? Now, I was, let's say, active from the internet 96, 97, and I built some websites. And of course, in my business, I had a website and I sold software online, but not really like e-commerce and really SEO and so on. But there was one product I was selling from 2005. It's actually a very easy 3D tool to draw and design in 3D, SketchUp. I was selling that from 2005. It was a very small portion of my business, but that was the only thing still working. So I said, okay, maybe I need to focus on that product. Now, I was following a Dutch, let's say, internet marketing guru, and he was launching a new program, and that was midsummer 2012. It was a 3,000 euro investment, and I watched his webinar when he launched it, and it's like, okay, that's the only thing I see today that can help me. So the program was about how to build a business online. And I said, okay, I need to do it. I didn't tell my wife it was 3,000 euros because she would kill me at that point in time, but that money I had, so okay, let's invest that. Now, what I did, invested in the course, start to watch the videos, take action, action, action. I locked myself up in a room, in my office, and did everything he said step by step. And in 2 months' time, I had built a totally new website, which would give or bring traffic based on SEO, have real conversion, sales pages, and real online selling. Email, automation, autoresponder stuff, email marketing. And I launched it on a complete new way. It means my target audience are architects, interior architects, construction companies, some broader things, but I mean, that was the goal. But from my experience, especially in Belgium, where I operate mainly, most of those people were really against internet marketing. The only thing they said is like spam. They saw internet marketing as spamming people. So what I did, well, the course, How to Build a Business Online, was mainly indeed intended for people who had an idea to sell information digitally online, or something in the dating market, or weight loss, fitness, healthy food, that kind of branches. But I was thinking, if I do it one-on-one, what I see there, that will not work for my target audience. So what I actually looked is, okay, how can I change this? How can I bring this to my target audience so they will see it not as internet marketing spam? So that's what I did. I looked what are the techniques, how can I bring it to another market actually. To my surprise, after 3 months launching that new website, I doubled the revenue of the complete year before selling that product. And it was like, is this working? Now, at that point of time, my only goal was, or the first goal I set, the first destination I set, was to make 100 euros profit a day online. That was my first target. But I made that within the 3 months, so I set a new target, let's do 200 euros, and I increased it over time. But then I saw it worked. Then I thought, okay, let's try this with another product we can offer. Set up a different website for that product, use the same principles, the same techniques, same strategies, and it worked. It worked the same way, same result. Well, 2 times you can think, I'm still lucky. So what I did it for a new product, new website, new email system, and so on. Surprise, same result. So then my aha moment was, of course, okay, how can I systemize this even better? And then I started to write what I called at that time my Internet Imperium plan. And then I wrote down, okay, how a website need to work, what will be email marketing, video marketing, social media at that time was a bit less than today, but what supporting tools do I need, how to systemize everything. And let's say over the last few years, I completed almost that complete list. And in 2013, start of 2014, I became what they call financially free. But I don't like to use that word, but that's something else. So in 2014, I rebuilt my business in less than 2 years, and I made more money as before. And the reason why is I created everything in systems. I created a plan, turned it into systems, automated where I could, and outsourced all the things I didn't want to do myself. So in 2014, I had a lot of time. So I started to explore what I want to do with my time. I did a lot of crazy stuff in that time, researched more online marketing, tried a lot of these get quick rich things, not to get quick rich, but to find out what are the techniques, what are the systems they are using. So it was a learning experience on itself. And in the end, I improved my Internet Imperium plan more and more, extended it. And in 2015, I decided, okay, I need to help other entrepreneurs to grow their business, to make sure they have more sources of incomes. They're really gonna start to harvest the power of the internet. They really need to break free from their business because they are a slave to it. So I started to coach this system to other entrepreneurs. And from there, I kept improving. And well, now, let's say, what I want to share in my workshop is my experience I got from the last 5 years, from my own business, from helping other people's businesses to make sure they can leverage their time, become free from their business. And some people will say, yeah, Peter, yeah, but you are so lucky with the product you are selling. Well, I would say 5 years ago, I was thinking to the guys who are selling information online on dating or healthy food or whatever. I thought exactly the same, but then I found out, well, I don't need to duplicate it one-on-one, but I need to see what they are doing, taking their system strategies and apply to the product I want to sell. And of course, not everybody can sell his stuff online or will be able to bring it really online. However, I still believe today that it's possible for every type of entrepreneur to create a business that supports his life by creating systems, by creating a customer journey that identifies how you will treat your best customer. From there you can look at your marketing, sales, but in the end, a customer journey, it should never end. You always need to make sure you stay in a contact with your client and you serve them the best way you can, even a long time after they paid you. Because what's the goal? If you really want to become free from your business, it means you need to create multiple sources of income, and that can be done to create multiple business assets. And what can that be? I don't know, there's so many different businesses, but until now I didn't came across one business. I cannot say, okay, this is your main thing, but you can add this, this and this. And the more things you can add, the less they depend on your time, the more money you will make and the more free you will become. And for some people it can take 1 year, for some people it can take 5 years or longer, but the most important thing is you have to set that destination. If you don't set the destination, you will never arrive there. So step 1 is to find out where is that destination. And that's also step 1 in the workshop we'll do. Step 1 is to find out where I want to be. If we know where I want to be, next step is then of course how we're gonna get there. And that is different for everybody again. And of course, some will say, yeah, but I don't think in long term because, okay, today Facebook works the best, but I don't know tomorrow. True. But you know, the plane is 99% off route to get to the destination. So in business, it's not different. We will be off route many times, but as long as we don't set the destination, we are not knowing where we want to go. And that's a thing I see most entrepreneurs don't have today a real destination they want to be. And that's why it's so important to set a destination first. And then we're gonna look how to get there. It means probably you need to have a different business model, you definitely need to systemize your business, and you definitely need to create a team. Because you found out now that if you want to grow, there is a limit on your time, and if you want to help more people, earn more money, you need to work more. But you run out of time. So the only solution is to find people who can help you. So you really need to build a team. And many people think that means I need to start out with hiring people full-time. Again, depending on the country we live, in Belgium it's a very expensive thing. But there are so many other solutions today, like freelancers, that can help you. And some will say, I have bad experience with. True, but I know why that is. Because you don't have a system how to do it correctly, and you don't have a system how to select them correctly. And most people only start to hire or looking for freelancers once it's too late. By that I mean they have a project, they have a lot of workload, and they say, oh shit, I need somebody to help me, and then just go on the internet, try to find a freelancer, and then most of the time they pick the cheapest one. Or, well, who gives the best story, but yeah, that's another story. But in the end, they just pick somebody, and then they find out that that boy or girl is not who he told he is, or not doing what he told he could. And in the end, they are screwed double because they lost the money and the time to explain on the freelancer. And in the end, many times they still have to do the work themselves. How do I know? I made that mistake too when I started out. But I started out doing this in 2007 already, but I learned from it. I learned from it paying the price. And that's something I can save you. I can save you the time and the money to make that mistakes. Because there is a strategy, there is a system how to build your team and to make sure the team is with the real good people, what we call A players, and that they are ready for you when you need them. And then it becomes magical, because in the workshop I will share with you a method, a framework, and if you use that framework over and over again, it goes faster and faster and faster. And why does it go faster? Because if you have a team with the key people you need, once you have a new business idea, most cases you need the same people with the same skills. Somebody who can build a website, somebody who can write copy, text and content, somebody who can manage social media, somebody who is a technical background. In most of the cases, you always need the same skills to start a new business idea. So once you have a team and you have a new idea, you take the framework I share with you in the workshop, you really can build a new business in a half a day. You really can. If you have the tools, the system, the team to support it. And of course it will take still 3 to 6 months probably to execute it and bring something to market. But I mean creating the idea, putting a system on it, creating structure on it, creating the strategy. With the right framework you can do this in a half a day. So everything I can share with you during this workshop, that's from own experience. Of course, I did invest a lot of money in the last 5 years to get the knowledge, to get the experiences, from very simple online courses to real-life workshops to one-year trajects or programs to high-level mentoring. So in the last few years, I did spend really a lot of money in myself to learn everything I wanted to learn, to apply it in my own business, and to find out what works, what doesn't work, and then share this with my coaching clients and to help them out. And also from them I'll learn, because of course everything is different, every person is different, every business is different, But if you have a global framework and a system, then you have way more chance to succeed. And of course things need to be changed. But it's all about setting that destination, where you want to be in your life, where you want to be in your business. And as long as you don't know that, you could ask yourself, why do 50% of the people who start today don't make the 5-year mark in their business? Is it because they have a bad product, bad marketing, or bad economical conditions? I don't say it's not important, but it's not the main thing why they fail. They actually have no clue what they are doing. They have no idea where they want to go. Some will say, yeah, just to make money, or just to be successful. But I'm afraid that's just not specific enough to make it. You really need to be clear on what's that destination, what do you want to achieve in your life and your business. Most people will do the work for the business part. They tend to forget the life part. And if they are lucky in that way that their business takes off, it becomes successful, then they realize, shit, where is my life? But why is that happening? Because they didn't have a destination set for their personal life. Because that's one of the things I do when I create something new. I use my framework, and one of the things I actually first do is, what is my exit strategy? How can I get out of this as soon as possible? Because you also need to realize that, look at your own business. What is today your biggest bottleneck? And if you're honest, you're gonna say, me. Because that is true. The biggest bottleneck in every business is the owner. As long he is the main key and everything depends on his time, then he's the biggest bottleneck. And you really need to solve that in some way. And that's why I say, well, why I do, what's my exit strategy? It doesn't mean it's like I create something and I dump it. No. What I mean is, what are the key things I want to do? What are my key values I can contribute to that business? And everything that can be done by somebody else, probably better as me, that's why I need a team. That's what I'm gonna do. So in most cases that means, I would say I set a strategy, I create the marketing. In some things where I'm the face of, I will do the marketing, but all the rest, it's more the strategy, the systems, the numbers, maybe knowledge to create what is being created, but most execution stuff I outsource. And most of those people can do stuff better as me, so that's why you need a team anyway. But there are the things you need to realize. You have to grasp that as long as you're the only person in your business, everything depends on your time. You never can grow without working more, and you never can become free of your business. Hi, I'm Peter Ruijts, and I'm an internet entrepreneur and a business coach. So now you watched my talk, now you watched this video, so now it's time to take action. Below this video or above this video we'll find a link. This link will guide you to a questionnaire, and from there we can make an appointment to talk and find out how I can help you. So please take action now, complete the questionnaire, and I really like to talk to you.